Hi, and welcome back. Today I want to talk to you about your first response paper, the purpose of it, and some common errors to avoid. I've posted the assignment sheet under the Assignments tab in Blackboard, and I really encourage you to print this out. It's only one page, and by looking at it, by having it readily available, it'll help you to look at it. You can read it a couple times and really understand it better. What I'm asking you to do is to read the poem Gilgamesh very carefully, to think about one aspect of the poem, and it can be pretty much any aspect, and then write about what you think it means. Now, the response paper is your personal opinion, but it's not written in first person. I would encourage you to write the rough draft in first person, and then as you revise it, just take out all the first person references. I think you'll find that very easy because lots of times we simply say, I think the monster is evil, and just take out the I think, and you still got a complete sentence. But that'll be up to you how to do that. Okay, so you're going to read the play Gilgamesh, the poem Gilgamesh, and you're going to be thinking about different aspects of it. So what are some of the different aspects that you might look at? Well, of course, the use of monsters, the use of setting. Some of the themes include what it means to be human, or the theme of friendship, or the theme of mortality. You can talk about gods and goddesses, their relationship to humans. You can talk about what it means to be a king. Because when we first meet Gilgamesh, he's not a good king, but that changes. You might look at how it changes or what makes a good king, especially in this day and age. But anyway, so look at one aspect of it and then write a, about a two-page paper? Two-page paper, 700-page paper, 700-word paper, 2 to 3 pages, over one of those aspects of the topic. Now, of course, there are some things you want to avoid. There's some common mistakes. I've also posted this page up for you, but let me just review it real quick, okay? One of the major mistakes that you can make in writing a response paper or research paper is to write factual errors. For example, in your paper, if you say that when Enkidu killed Humbaba, that would be a mistake because Enkidu doesn't kill Humbaba by himself. So be careful that you don't commit those errors of fact. It would also be an error to leave out some things. For example, if your topic was monsters in the poem Gilgamesh, and you didn't say anything about Humbaba, that would be an error of omission because Humbaba is the first and the major monster that the two men fight. So be sure that you get your facts straight and that you include all the salient facts. All right. Now, this is not a research paper, but if you want to do some research and include that, you can, but you have to cite it correctly. We're using MLA format this semester, so immediately after a direct quote, you're going to have a in-text citation with the author's last name and the page number. Then you also have to have a works cited page, which includes all the works that you've referenced in the paper, and they have to be formatted correctly. I encourage you to look that up. I like to use the Purdue OWL, the online writing lab, but however you want to do that is fine. All right. You also have to have good essay structure. What that means is, of course, you have to have multiple paragraphs. You have to have an introduction and a conclusion, several body paragraphs, and at the end, the last sentence of your introduction is going to be your thesis, the main idea of your paper, and it's going to say something about the topic. All right? So a good thesis might be, in the poem Gilgamesh, the two main characters fight many monsters. Or fighting monsters is the way the main characters cement their friendship in the poem Gilgamesh. Say something about Gilgamesh and then the topic that you're writing about and then the point you're going to make about it. All right. While we're here, let me go ahead and point this out to you also. You want to be careful. In MLA, we always put the name of a complete work like Gilgamesh in italics. Then when you talk about the character Gilgamesh, that's just italicized. And that way the reader can tell if you're talking about the poem or the character. Okay? But anyway, so you're going to have a thesis at the end of your introduction. Then each body paragraph is going to start with a topic sentence, and that topic sentence controls just that one paragraph, but also relates back to the thesis. So if you're doing Gilgamesh, you're talking about monsters. Your first topic sentence might be something like, in Gilgamesh, the monsters are horrifying. Or maybe better yet, have one paragraph about each monster. So the first paragraph is all about Humbaba, so Humbaba would be in the topic sentence. The next one's all about Ishtar. Ishtar would be in the topic sentence. The last one is about the bull of heaven, so that would be in your topic sentence. And then you make the same point about each and illustrate it using examples from the poem, of course. But it's mostly your reaction, your response, your ideas. Be careful how you format titles, and of course, you want to proofread carefully. This is a sophomore level course, so of course, comma splashes, subject-verb agreement errors, misspellings, capitalization errors, those things are not expected in solid college level writing. So proofread. So start your paper early enough so that you'll have time to go back and proofread it and find and fix those kind of errors. As always, if you have any questions at all, I hope that you'll give me a phone call, drop by during office hours, or at the very least, shoot me an email. When you shoot me an email, don't forget to include your subject and course number in the subject line, English 2332, Section 81, and that way I'll know who you are and can get back to you more quickly. All right. Do a good job. Good luck.